Tyrant Hunter.
When I'm telling you what to do, you're not my daddy. How about that?
Let me finish what I was saying.
You can finish when I get done.
Bam! Take that. Bye.
You waiting on the sheriff to get here? Is that what's going on here? You waiting on
It's not just part of the news, it's all of the news. Excuse me, could I get this moved just for a minute?
There's no law being broken. There is no law being broken.
So,
There is no law being broken.
okay, Mr. Spees and Mr. Irving.
There is no law
What I'm
being
gonna
broken.
ask, listen, what I'm gonna ask is that you just move down
No,
a
thank you.
ways.
No, we're okay. Thank you. We
Okay,
decline.
well here's part of the problem. When I come in and you are actively yelling, you are disrupting the
We're in
meeting.
recess right now. and There's no disruption happening, so catch up on things.
So-
before we start pushing lives.
actively yelling?
So here's the thing. Per the county commission and per the sheriff, if you are not going to have a seat or move down, I'm not asking you to remove your sign at all. I'm just asking you to move away a little ways from staff. That's all I'm asking.
Under what grounds? What am I doing wrong?
Because they
Now
do.
remember, this is an ask. We're not being told under
It's a
threat of
public,
arrest, so
it's
we're
a
going to
public
decline.
building, a public meeting.
Thank
I
you.
can stand right here if I
Okay,
want to.
so here's the thing. I'm gonna,
channel.
yes, Lieutenant Channel.
Oh, Lieutenant Channel?
I'm gonna ask you to
She's
move
asking.
down.
We're going to decline.
I'm
Thank
But
you.
here's the
I'm
thing,
not-
if you don't want to, then I do not have a choice but to ask you to leave. And it's
Okay,
actually
she's
not
gonna-
an ask.
She's going to ask
I'm not
us to
gonna
leave.
leave.
But it's actually not an ask.
What is
I
it
am
then?
going to
What
have
is it
to
then?
tell you to leave on behalf of the
I
county commission.
decline.
They've
On
asked you
behalf
to.
of
And I
the county
decline.
commission? Okay, we're
Okay.
declining. Thank you. Thank you. We're going to decline that. Thank you.
Okay, then you're going to have to walk out with
I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving.
Okay, then for the sheriff, I'm going to have to arrest you
Under for what? What am I
Under
doing
what?
wrong?
for disrupting a meeting.
We are not in, the meeting's in recess.
We cannot continue the meeting at this point.
No, they cannot continue the meeting. That's not on us. We just have a sign. And you have the whole room here
The
saying
charge
it's not
is
a problem.
disrupting a meeting. Is that what you're
Yes,
saying?
We're in
actually
recess
it is.
right now.
How have I
They
disrupted the
cannot,
meeting?
they cannot
We were
continue
silent
the
for the
meeting.
How
whole meeting.
can
I've got
they?
evidence
How
that we
can
didn't
they?
disrupt the meeting. man.
Hold on,
Right
Michael.
now.
Hold on, Michael. How can't they? How can't they continue? How can they not continue the meeting? What am I doing that's stopping the
Here's the
meeting?
thing, you have options.
No,
You can
I'm
either.
staying. Thank you, channel.
Okay,
Let's start the meeting
well,
there,
you're not,
everybody.
though.
Here we
That's the
go.
problem.
Hey,
Mr. Spears, you're under arrest.
For what?
You need to place your hands behind your back.
For disrupting a business meeting and refusing to leave.
for disrupting the meeting.
Take that, Michael. Take that.
Yeah, I've got it. I've got it.
Okay, place your hands behind your back for me. Thank you. Stay right there, don't move.
Disrupting the meeting. What's the charge, guys? Interference with what?
Interference with public duties.
Interference with public
With the
duties.
failing to have a meeting continue, you're disrupting a public meeting.
So are those too tight for you? Yeah, they are. Let me check those for you.
This is free.
So I can fit two fingers
Why did
in
you
there?
bother to ask me?
It's
Too
protected.
tight to me, not your finger.
Okay, well, let's head out this way. We're going to head to my car.
This is unfortunate. You're getting named in a lawsuit, Chow.
Hey, Michael, can you come pick me up if I get out tonight?
We're going to head right this way, sir. Thank you.
All right, my name is Dr. Justin Spees. Earlier, somebody said that he trusted that you guys do your research on this, and I got to tell you, I disagree with that. I don't trust that you guys did your research on this, and the reason why I don't trust that you guys did your research on this is because, well, aside from the fact that you're incompetent, there's no trust because earlier tonight I was standing in here with my sign, and I just got unlawfully arrested and taken to jail for doing nothing wrong. And now I've come back to the meeting here to speak about how your incompetence leads you to make bad decisions. And it leads me to make signs that say,
Justin, can you pull it back to the wind conversation?
yeah, I'm doing an analogy right now. I'm doing an analogy, so just bear with me, Karen, would you? Can you give me the same courtesy you gave the other guy there that was doing an analogy? All right, so anyways, like I was saying, So my lack of trust in your judgment leads me to make a sign here that says, or hold a sign here that says, Patrick Kelly is. And so I just want to know, Patrick, as a how much research have you done?
Sorry, Justin, you'll need to pull it back to the wind conversation. And
Oh, okay. So let me ask that again. Patrick, so as a giant, how much research have you done on the wind turbine stuff that we're talking about right now?
I'm afraid
Shannon.
the insults and fighting words
Shannon.
have
Oh,
not been
that's
allowed.
fighting words?
You're
That's
welcome to stay and you're welcome
so then
to sit
is
down.
that disorderly conduct then? That's
So,
fighting words?
Thank you.
That's fighting.
Off.
Hold on a second. Why did I just get shut down? What was the reason? What was the reason? How much time do I got left? $50 seconds? All right, here we go.
Who do we have next, Sarah?
Michael Arabi.
What is going on here? Why did you just shut off my mic? I'm asking a direct question of how much research was done on this. That doesn't. How much more do you have to be on topic for that? How much research have you done on this topic that we're talking about?
Can you please
What's going on here?
can you please sit down? Your public comment is over.
It looks like I got 22 more seconds. So because I haven't done anything wrong, I'm going to talk for another.
I stopped it.
Oh, you stopped it. All right. Well, then I guess I got about 10 more seconds. Then. So,
I think it will be
other
the
question
next
I have
person's
is,
turn.
Shannon, as a giant bitch, how much
So we have Michael Arabi,
Yep.
and then Alan Schwartz and Laurel Neese.
Okay, thank you.
Why are all these other signs allowed here tonight? You all are lucky you got a message on your signs that they approve of. Otherwise, you might find yourself unlawfully arrested like I was. My name is Dr. Justin Spees. On May 1st of this year, I stood right here holding this exact same sign that says women have more balls than Patrick too. And as I began to speak, Karen, you interrupted and said, I'm afraid we're not going to allow the sign. I asked what was wrong with the sign and you declined to answer. You then had my microphone shut off saying I could no longer talk during my general public comment and you had the sheriff called. My name is Dr. Justin Spees. At last week's meeting during general public comment, someone said of Commissioner Karen Wiley, quote, Karen, I want to
I
begin by
believe, Justin,
saying
we're not going to allow the sign this
I
time.
appreciate
so
your
if you could
stoic
please put
demeanor.
it down, that would be wonderful.
What's wrong with the sign?
You've
What's
been-
wrong with the sign,
You've been
Karen?
warned.
What's wrong with the sign?
Do you have any other public comment that is unrelated?
I sure do. They said, Karen, I want to begin by saying I appreciate your stoic demeanor and that you give the impression that you're really listening to us, and I appreciate that to no end. She was allowed by this commission to say that without interruption or muting her microphone. After her, I spoke and said the words out loud that are on my sign and was muted.
Justin,
So
I
you
need
all
to have
allow
you put the
praise but
sign
not
down.
criticism?
And I think we're done with your public comment. Thank you very
I'm
much.
not
You're
allowed
welcome
to
to
say
stay.
what's on my sign.
Thank you.
I went and stood right over there, right where I was standing this whole time, peacefully and quietly for over half an hour. And then Shannon Reed, you stopped me. You stopped the meeting to say to me that I had made my point and that you had been patient, which means this was all about the sign and your attempt to control it and limit my free speech. You then said I was standing too close to staff, and then that I was blocking a traffic way. But none of that was true.
I do want to make a point of order before we start public comment and ask, Deputy, can you please have Justin just step back and stand near the wall? We've been very patient. You've made your point. You can still stand there. You've been very close to staff. And I would just like you to step back because that's a traffic way for folks that may be leaving the room after their public comment. So you can just stand right next to Michael.
Thank you, deputies. I think it's time. I'm sorry. Deputies, please.
He was indeed arrested and taken to jail for holding a sign that was unflattering to a county commissioner. No charges were filed against him, so no crime had been committed. The county commission used local law enforcement to silence and forcibly remove a citizen from a public meeting.
And so here we are today, same sign, standing in the same place, saying the same things, and I'm allowed to say it this time. Why? Prior to this, on April 17th, I was stopped from speaking because I said about Patrick Kelly, quote, this guy sounds like a real wimp. So let's go ahead and read some more of those YouTube comments. First one here. Yes, Patrick, you are less of a person. You are far, far below being a real man. Another one here. Another coward scared of accountability. This guy sounds like an absolute wimp. Grow up and be a man.
You are not speaking about items that are specific to the business of the county commission.
It's about his character.
You are attacking his character,
But
and this is your last
it's his
warning
character.
to talk about items that are specific to the county commission.
Can you explain to me how his character isn't germane to the business of the county?
It's not the business of
His
the county
character,
commission.
a commissioner's character has nothing to do with the commission? Is that what you're saying?
I'm not going to go back and forth with you, Justin. I've said what I said.
I'm saying it now. This guy sounds like a real wimp. Why aren't you stopping me?
It's the Tyrant Hunter.
When I'm telling you what to do, you're not my daddy. How about that?
Let me finish what I was saying.
You can finish when I get done.
Damn, take that.
Thank you guys for hanging out, man. I love all you guys. Make sure you hit up my store. Get some Tyrant Hunter merchandise. Hit that join button. Y'all have a good one, and always remember to keep those cameras rolling, baby.